Hey Aquarius, welcome to your first reading for 2021. I hope this finds you well. Actually, it's not really the first reading. I did post the morning musings this morning. It's a new feature that I've added to the channel. I hope you'll check it out. The best way to make sure you see those little morning musings is to subscribe and click the little bell icon, and that way you'll get a little notification. But what they are is, for those of you who have been subscribed or watching for some time, I often mention the morning readings that I do. Sometimes I take my cell phone and show you the photo, because a lot of times the energies in the morning come through in the afternoon. That's the whole purpose. I do it before I do anything else really in the morning, before coffee, before hair and makeup. See what I'm saying? So it's just sort of my way of touching base with the energies that are coming through for the signs I'm going to read for later in the day. And this time I've decided for the new year to invite you behind the scenes and let you see what that looks like. So I hope you'll take advantage of it. Depending on the interest, will determine whether or not I continue it. So check it out. It was a good morning musing. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you like the reading here, you'll check out the morning musing and continue and consider joining us by subscribing. And for those who are returning, Aquarius, I hope the shift in of all our social structure planets into your heavenly humanitarian sign hasn't been too invasive. Been thinking about you all a lot, so sending love your way. All right, I'm pulling two cards from Spirit Animal Oracle, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. As always, remember to feel free to flip the energies around. So as I talk about Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, it can be reversed for some of you. It is a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. So you know my whole spiel. Divine Masculine gets card 63, Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. This is a perfect message for the new moon in Capricorn. We just came through the new moon in Capricorn, which is good because it's, you know, Capricorn, the goat climbing the mountain. Well, it's the one sign in the zodiac that really does get the bird's eye view. And it sort of hints to the spirituality of Capricorn and asks Capricorn to look out on, over surveying everything from a high vantage point. And then the moon, the new moon was conjunct Pluto, Lord of the underworld, all our karmic lessons, right? So the idea here is to bring the lessons, the hard-learned lessons from the past year into the present, so you can use them as a basis for your intention setting for the year ahead. This lets you know that none of that energy, nothing that was disheartening or disappointing or hurtful is wasted. You didn't waste your time, you didn't waste your energy, you didn't waste your love. You bring it all forward, you examine it as if you are an outside observer, and then you set your intentions for how you will go about in the coming days and the year ahead. So I love this message. I know that was a long soliloquy, but it really felt like it just clicked in my head. Oh, this is what the new moon in Capricorn is all about. Nothing has been wasted. It will all serve you well going forward. Feminine gets card 55. 55, sacred number, master number. We don't reduce it. Snake Spirit, time to heal. Another perfect message, as the lunation, this new moon also involved some geometry with Chiron, the wounded healer. So for some of you, feminine, it may be time to heal. Nothing has been wasted. Perfect messages, especially if there have been any hurtful energies between you and your divine counterpart. Feminine's taking the time to heal. Masculine is taking the time to review the lessons of the past and not view any of it as something that was wasted. Love it. I'm claiming it. I have no Aquarius in my chart. I am claiming these messages. I felt them when I was doing all my intention setting with the new moon. So anywho, here's a soul coaching card for you, Aquarius. Passion. I passionately accept and love myself. Okay. So while we're doing our healing and we're reviewing our lessons of the past, we're going to get inspired. I like it. There's a little hint, a little nod toward reminding you of your humanity and your humanness as well. Okay, so I forgot a deck. Let's see what's going on in your connection. All right. Aquarius, Sun and Rising. Messages coming through for our beautiful Aquarians. Love you guys so much. Aww. So the masculine, sure. The masculine gets, steps into the reading in the Nine of Wands. That is an energy of perseverance, although it feels like a slog, right? Pushing forward step by step, but it's been quite a difficult, burdensome journey. Not quite ready to lay it down yet though, right? The 10 of Wands is laying it down. The 9 of Wands asks you to go a little bit further, to not give up. Oh, powerful for the future. Magician. Feminine showing up in the reading in the energy of the 6 of Cups. Very focused on the past life soulmate, the nostalgia of it, the reflection of, of that connection from days gone by, years gone by, lifetimes gone by. Oh my goodness. King and Queen of Cups. Wow. I love it. There's a lot of love here. The present experience of the connection for the feminine involving the Queen of Cups, which is all about compassion and sensitivity. It is emotional availability, of course, we know that, but what I like about the Queen of Cups is also the reliance on intuition. This is the empath of the tarot, Queen of Cups. The good thing about empaths is that they're also, the reason why they're so sensitive is because they're also very intuitive. So sometimes they get maybe just more of an advantage. It's like a double-edged sword. There's an advantage to the empathy because it helps them see, third eye. The disadvantage is that they see it and they feel it in the fullness of the power of all the information that many of us don't get. So I'm just going on the Queen of Cups a little bit because I'm not necessarily seeing it as a person as rather than the energy of the feminine right now. The experience is one of, I want to hold compassion for my past life soulmate. In the future, the King of Cups. That's the keeper of the feminine's heart. So masculine in the past, we have the 6 of Swords, wanting to move to calmer waters, just take a break from all the chaos or the turbulence, right? This is moving past the turbulent waters to something that's still and peaceful and calm. Right now, their present experience involves they're at a crossroads, doing a lot of inner work, seeking the clarity, knowing it's on the inside, getting clear about the truth, the meaning, and the purpose of the decision they have to make and how they're going to proceed in making it. So a very contemplative kind of an energy, and then using all the tools at their disposal to manifest what they desire. Nice. Let's look at the 9 of Wands first. I was really grooving on your oracle. Oof. 7 of Cups. I'm feeling the frustration and confusion here. The 9 of Wands is frustration, and the 7 of Cups is emotional overwhelm and confusion. There's not an energy around quitting, but there's this I'm feeling exasperation. Yes, there's the Lover's card. About this union or this connection, I should say, and the choice they have to make. These 2 cards are the cards of choice. There are other cards of choice, but these 2 in specific represent choice. So sometimes the Lovers is about, coming home to your divine counterpart, to the union, right? To the sacredness of the connection. For others of you, it's about coming home to self and just letting go. I'm not seeing the letting go yet because of the 9 of Wands. What's on the bottom? There it is. 8 of Cups underneath. I get the impression that on some level, the divine masculine here is turning their back on drama. The 9 of Wands and the 7 of Cups is the drama, right? It's the frustration, the exasperation, the confusion, the overwhelm. And the 8 of Cups underneath, what's in their psyche is, I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to walk away from it. But on some level, they know that they have a significant choice that needs to be made. Yes, here in the past, 6 of Swords, can't I just get away, get some peace of mind here? So whatever this drama is between the two, I feel as if the divine masculine in this case just wants it to all go away. They know that it won't. They know that it can't. They just like it to. Wow. Six of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, peace of mind, tranquility, and happiness. Right? So there may have been, let me just double check on the bottom, Six of Pentacles underneath, something more beneficial to both parties. For some of you, this was an attempt to kind of get away from the drama with a third party energy, whatever that is for you. For some of you, it could involve distance, right? And difficulties dealing with distance. It can have to do with another person or people, whether it is your parental obligations or interfering, meddling family members or friends. It can also be exes that aren't able to get the picture and get out. Do you see what I'm saying? There's third energy here. I'm not telling you that anything deceptive has gone on. I'm just saying that that is what has caused the drama, whatever that third party is. And in the past, the masculine just wanted to get away from it and find their peace, happiness, and contentment. Moving away from the third party energy, and underneath really wanting a reciprocal connection, something that's more balanced, more reciprocity, more equal give and take. More generous. Two of Swords. King of Swords. There you are, Aquarius. It's one of your cards. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I will say that. But this is your logic. Logic on logic. All those swords have extra, all the kings have extra swords. This is swords on swords. Really doing some serious discernment here. Thinking things through very carefully. Closing out, shutting out all the noise and distractions to really go inward and get clear. But I feel as if this King of Swords is all about wanting to do things the right way. That's why there's no giving up right now. Even though there's frustration, even though they're exasperated, even though they're over the drama and have been wanting to move on to calmer waters for some time, I'm feeling, they want to do things the right way. They don't want to make a mistake. So I'm kind of appreciating that energy. It feels, I'm just going to say it, responsible. It feels responsible. It feels considerate. And this is a card of consideration as well, the Six of Pentacles. How can I do this and be considerate? How can I do this and how can I get out of the drama in a way that is beneficial for both? Well, now they're here thinking it over and reflecting at this crossroads and wanting to make the right choice, the right decision. They haven't given up. See that? They haven't given up. But they're at the end of their ropes, that's for sure. Underneath, wow, all these cards coming back out. It's kind of crazy, Aquarius. Haven't given up, still motivated by that desire to move to calmer waters. This feels like a protracted scenario that's been going on kind of ad nauseum, it feels. In the future, though, we have the Magician, that's Gemini and Virgo energy. Gemini up here in the Lovers. I think I mentioned that. Why is the Magician in the future, please? Manifesting some emotional contentment. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. It is contentment. It's not the 10. So there is an air of complacency here. There is an energy of, if this is as good as it gets, I'm okay with that. I'll take my nine cups and I'll sit here with my arms folded across my chest and I'll be happy as a clam. So to some degree, this divine masculine in the future is just manifesting enough contentment to find the peace that they've been trying to seek with their divine feminine. So a little bit of wish fulfillment, around manifesting wish fulfillment with regard to the divine feminine, Taurus and Libra in that card, but also a little bit of, you know, I'm not going to shoot for the moon here. I'm going to take as good as I can get. So I'm just going to put that out there, not expecting miracles, but definitely manifesting wish fulfillment and emotional contentment with the divine feminine. So let's look at the Six of Cups. Divine feminine stepping into the reading with their mind on that past life soulmate. With fondness and nostalgia, I will say. Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Small offer here, a baby step. Wow. So the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords together feels as if there's still something here that feels this feminine is a little bit focused on something they perceived as breadcrumbing and possibly some selfish energy. I'm going to take what I want and then I'm going to cut and run. So even though the Seven of Swords gets that reputation of liar, cheater, stealer, to me it often represents an energy that's just a little self-focused, right? What's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. Okay. That energy that's sort of self-absorbed. Always looking out for number one, you know? And sometimes it's about just getting out of Dodge, just somebody who's trying to kind of escape a situation without dealing with the emotional stuff. And oftentimes breadcrumbing is involved. I'll give you just a little bit, just enough to keep you roped into my sphere, dear feminine, but I'm not going to stay real long. I'm going to take what I need and I'm going to go. So I almost feel as if this feminine is stepping into the reading, acknowledging that issue that has been present in this dynamic with their past life soulmate. Yeah, that's a rough way to be thinking about things. This is what they want to communicate about. Eight of Wands underneath. They want to talk about it. They want to talk about that energy. Something that hasn't been beneficial to both parties, something that hasn't been calm and smooth, but that has been, I'm not going to say chaotic per se, but just one-sided. They want to talk about it. Seven of Pentacles in the past, that's patience. Seeds were planted. They were waiting for things to evolve organically. Oof. Waiting for things to be more balanced, more fair. Do you see where we're going here? I'm getting a theme, Aquarius, where something's been really out of balance. And you're both perceiving as if you were the one that didn't have the balance offered. Does that make sense? That things were, I feel you both are looking at the situation the same way. So it can't be that. It can't be that. If this feminine here was patiently waiting some measure of a restoration of fairness, of balance, of some formalized call, you know, the justice makes the call. The judge says, I've heard your truth, I've heard their truth, here's the truth, and here's how I rule. It's like the final word. So I almost feel as if the feminine was waiting patiently for that thing to kind of come in organically. The Justice card. Wow, King of Wands. Ooh. Someone who is very controlling. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Fiery, confident, can be a little controlling, possessive. But I love the energy of the King of Wands because I feel they're very certain of what they want. There's no wiggle room. There's no waffling by the King of Wands. They're very self-assured. So almost as if waiting for the justice to actually come from the King of Wands, bring in the balance with the King of Wands, which would be this masculine, the object of the feminine's desire. Let's put it that way. Underneath, perfect energy, the Hermit, Virgo energy, knowing on some level that it's going to be a solitary journey. That wait may take a long time. Pentacles are years, guys. Seven of Pentacles, you can be waiting a long time. Queen of Cups now, sensitive, emotional, compassionate, empathetic. Feeling all the feels, feminine. Messages of love, possibly apology. Oof. Oh my gosh, sure, all about the regrets of the past. Here's that 3 of Cups, knocked over, right? 2's company, 3's a crowd. There's some regret about that. There may have been mistakes made. This is a card of focused on the past loss, grief, sadness, what you feel you had that you lost. To the exclusion, though, of that 2 of Cups right behind you. Turn around. The 2 of Cups is there. There's still an opportunity to connect with your twin, with your soulmate. Too much focus on the past isn't going to be good, but I almost feel as if what this is suggesting is that as the Queen of Cups, this feminine is sort of almost waiting for a message of love or apology about what went wrong. 3 of Cups. 7 of Swords. And is considering a new beginning, right? Like ready for a brand new day, a new beginning, some improved commitment, some improved stability, groundedness. I'm feeling this is underneath because it's as if to say, if we could talk this out and get clarity around it, if I could receive this message of love that would certainly soften the grief that I've been feeling over all that went down, I'd consider a fresh start, a new beginning. That's interesting. It's underneath. So if you're here saying, I don't want a new beginning, I'm telling you, it's bubbling up under the surface. I'm sure that if the planets are all aligned and the communication comes in and things kind of get sorted out, that Ace of Pentacles would rise right to the surface. King of Cups in the future, emotional availability, vulnerability, compassion, sensitivity. Yes. King of Cups coming in with the happiness here. That's what's on offer going forward. I like it because we have the masculine manifesting that sort of emotional contentment and wish fulfillment with the feminine, and the feminine calling in the happiness with the King of Cups, the keeper of their heart. So I love that part of the reading. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius, because I'm running short on time today. So I'm going to take it to the extended. I'm going to look at the issue, the situation, or the energy you need to focus on right now. You can do that alone. You can do it with intentions. You can do it with readings. You can do it with meditation, journaling, whatever. So that issue that you need to focus on right now, the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that issue, and what can you do about it, or what can you expect to come of it, depending on the cards. I'll clarify all that, and we'll look at your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? What messages might be on offer at 5D, a card for you, Aquarius, from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. What does your spiritual team have to offer in terms of advice, maybe confirmation, maybe a warning, something to be on the lookout for? And then the outcome position, what can you expect going forward? If timing's a factor, it would show up there as well, so we'll have to wait and see. But the link to the extended is below in the description box. I'll see you there in a few seconds or in a future reading. Take care, Aquarius. Bye.